some stats on the season after 4 games. Your defense is 12th in the country, 258 yards a game. It's a stat, but it's a show of effectiveness for your defense. How do you feel your defense is progressing?
I thought it was going to be a little bit tougher year to start off with defensively. I thought replacing some starters might take us a little while to get to the point of where we could execute techniques that keep points off the board. But guys have worked really hard. They've done a good job down in the red zone. They've done a good job of not giving up a lot of balls over their head or explosive runs. And then our offense has done a tremendous job of scoring points and possessing the ball, and gives us a lot of rest and opportunities to sit on the sideline to talk through adjustments. And you never have to leave the bench very much, only getting through about halfway of your discussion. During the adjustments, you're always able to finish what it is you're trying to implement and install during the game. So. It started off. This first third of the season is started off pretty good for us, but we know we still got a ways to go. Still trying to catch up to some of that loss of experience.
Sure. And Coach, what struck everyone in the Temple game was you had 7 sacks after not having many in the first few games. 7 different players. What was involved with that? It seemed like you had set up some nice stunts or blitzes or created some holes so that your linebackers have a chance to make plays and make tackles for loss. How did that happen?
Well, I think a little bit of the offensive character or personality that each team has, or philosophy, is one that you take into consideration. I think earlier in the year there was some times where quarterbacks wanted to pull it down and run it, so you wanted to contain the quarterback, and getting the pressure and the sack weren't the most important thing. It was containing the quarterback and limiting his production from a running standpoint. And then there's some times where you go against teams that have a little bit more vertical passing game, and the quarterback holds on to it a little bit longer, so you got a chance to go get him and get pressure on him. When the ball's coming out quick, if you get the 2.1 second or 2.3 seconds and the ball's out, a lot of times you waste guys when you're blitzing them, and you just gotta pick and choose the right times where you want to go get the quarterback. But I thought our guys did a nice job of throwing a stunt here or there and getting to the quarterback this last ball game, or just having a straight rush and getting to him, along with a couple of blitzes as well.
Yeah, this week going out to Tulsa, their head coach is a former offensive coordinator at Ohio State, also the former head coach at Indiana, Kevin Wilson. What is his style of offense, and what does their offense look like at Tulsa this year?
I think Coach Wilson's a heck of a football coach. I think he's a guy that when he was at Oklahoma as a coordinator, they could go as fast as anybody in the country. So from a tempo standpoint, we've practiced quite a bit of that this week. When he was at Indiana, I thought he did a great job, with his offense and got them rolling for a while, and again was a incredibly productive coach for Ohio State. They had some good seasons, and their offense was outstanding. So I've got a lot of respect for Coach Wilson. He's done a great job in his career. I've just known of him for quite a while, being from North Carolina, and I look forward to playing against him and just seeing how we stack up.
They seem to prefer passing, 279 yards passing to 187 yards a game. Rushing the ball, a quarterback for Francis is a redshirt freshman. He's got 4 interceptions, 6 touchdown passes. What do they look like in their offense and their preference to pass the ball?
You can tell the quarterback is well schooled. He understands where to go with the football, and he gets the ball out quick. I think that uh, from a running standpoint, the team is well balanced. If they're running the football for just under 200 yards a game, and throwing it for just under 300 yards, and that's incredibly productive. That makes it hard on defenses to sort of settle in and say this is what he's going to do this down, because he changes it up pretty good. Like I said, he also has the ability to go different tempos, and he's done a really nice job of getting his quarterback to where he's comfortable in the offense. He doesn't take very many sacks, and he can hit the open receiver. So he's got some good receivers. The tailbacks run the football well. We've got 11 personnel, 12 personnel sets where they can mix it up a little bit, run or pass, and it's just this will be our toughest ball game so far. This will be the toughest opponent that we've played. Hard for us to like I said, settle in and say, hey, they're not one dimensional. So you got to be able to take care of your business, versus the run or pass.
Thanks, Coach. Got a couple of guys online.
All right.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, Coach Woody, Joe Icono with GoBlackKnights.com. How was practice today? First question.
It was a little rough. I wish you hadn't asked me that.
Is that just because your standards are so high and you guys were maybe just a tad off, or what made it rough? I guess.
Well, I think this offense is. I really like I like their offense. I think they do a really good job of spreading the ball around and limiting the opportunities that you have to get them in negative plays. I think the offensive staff has just done a really nice job of a variety of plays and formations that can put you in situations that cause stress. So, each day in practice, you go out there and you want to put a point of emphasis on a certain formation or run or play or motion adjustments or tempo. There's just a lot to work on, and our guys worked hard. They really did. They gave great effort all week, but we still got a little ways to go to get to where I'm comfortable. So hopefully our practice tomorrow will pay dividends for us, and we'll do a good job on Saturday.
And I know one of your keys to success is always to stop the run and make a team one-dimensional. And your defense has done a really good job stopping the run this year. What do you attribute that to?
I think we've got some guys that skill set fits into this defense just pretty good. I think our nose tackle our nose tackle play is been really good this season, and I'm not going to say that we can't improve, but so far I've been happy with what we've done at that position. We've demanded the double team a little bit more than the last couple of years, and it's allowed us to move a very productive player in Kyle Lewis from the nose position out to a defensive end, and he's a good pass rusher for us. He's a good run stopper, and maybe a little bit lighter in the britches than what you'd like at nose, but what he gave us last year was tremendous strength. He's one of the strongest guys on the team, but he's also one of the smartest football players up front. So, getting good play out of our rotation at nose, out of Cody Harris Miller and Jacob Teote and Cody Winokur. That's been incredibly productive for us there, and allowed us to be better at other positions as well, including the linebacker position. I think Caleb Fortner has grown into that position. Last year he was seeing plays and maybe the speed of the game or the different formations and things like that. Some plays he was really good, and some plays he needed just a little bit more experience, and that experience has come, and you saw at the end of last season he was playing his best ball, and has continued this season. It's done a great job for our defense, and defending the tough yards, and also being able to make plays out in space as well. And Andon Thomas has stepped in and just been a tremendous contributor. Leo Lowen was a guy that played a lot of snaps for us and gave us great football in his career, and Andon has stepped right in and very admirable this season as far as him being able to give us speed at a linebacker spot that from a pass cover standpoint, and playing all over the field, both boundary to the field, he's making plays. So the run defense has picked up a little bit, and if we can keep that going, then it does help our pass defense.
And you just named a whole bunch of players, and I remember when I spoke to you in the spring, you talked about that you wanted to rotate a bunch of players, especially up front, which you've been able to do, and that you felt pretty confident that even though you didn't have, when you look at the stat sheet for Army individually, nobody really lights up the stat sheet, but the team defense across the board, all 11 players plus the guys you're rotating in, all seem to be doing an effective job. Kind of what do you think is one of the reasons behind why your team's playing so well as a team and playing such effective team defense?
I think one thing that's helped us is we've been able to retain our coaching staff on the defensive side a little bit more this last couple of years, and there's a familiarity with the staff and the players and the techniques that we do. So we're picking it up a little bit better in the early part of the season, where maybe the last couple of years, the early part of the season wasn't as good as the last part of the season, I guess. The players have gotten to a point to where they understand the speed of the game and their fits, and they're pretty disciplined. It's a mature group that understands their responsibility within the scheme of the defense, and they're executing that a little bit higher rate than what we have been the last couple of years. So, you look at stats sometimes, and people say stats don't lie, but I think I disagree. I think what happens is when you don't have a lot of tackles or a lot of different stats, it's because maybe you're not out on the field as much. And that can be twofold. That can be part of your offense is possessing the ball and doing a great job, as ours is, and then the other thing is you're getting off the field in a timely fashion yourself, and you're not giving up big plays. So that sets you up for a little bit of success. Like I said, this first third of the season. So we still got a ways to go. And in my opinion, the schedule is set such that each game gets harder and harder to win, and harder to be successful. So we understand that, and we go out to practice, and we understand that each philosophy of the offense is going to be a little bit different, and we've got to be able to adjust and adapt in a way that to where we can be effective. So far, they've done a good job of that. So hopefully we'll continue.
Good stuff. And I agree about the schedule. And my final question for you, Coach Woody, Max has the hand injury, and Gavin Shields kind of went down in the Temple game. How is the health of the secondary right now, and how are those guys progressing throughout the week?
With the secondary has been one from an experience standpoint. We had to catch up a little bit. We lost a lot of guys on the back end, and guys stepped up and have done a good job over the course of this first four games. But every single week, we've battled injuries. So whether we were able to get healthy right before the ball game or some point during the week, we've been able to overcome that. So we'll continue to battle and try to get healthy and hopefully we can be successful doing so. But if not, then next guy up. So that's got to be the deal.
Thanks, Coach Woody.
You're welcome. Thank you.